Howdy folks, we are going to hop into the Versus Arena here with the Mage deck we drafted a couple days ago, and we're going to take this all the way to the end. Just a quick recap, um, heavy on the control elements, got Marak the Dragonborn appear on the top end, a Shocking Wamasu, a couple Skywatch Vindicators, Tiger, Boars, two Hex Mages with 4 spells to cast to trigger them, although we do have 2 Telvanni Arcanists to give us a couple extra spells. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this goes at least entertainingly, hopefully well. Um, and yeah, we will see how this goes. We'll hit play. Hopefully the wait isn't too bad today. I haven't done a lot of arena videos yet because I feel like at this point in the game it's important to get the fundamentals of the game down, which are easier to demonstrate in a more controlled environment like the constructed ladder is. But had a number of requests for more arena footage, so we're going to try to get as many games as we can into the next video. Alright, let's do this. Playing against Kayur, the Earthbone. I am Justin, the pastry chef, in case anybody is just tuning in. Alright, Peddler in this deck is basically just a 2-2, although we managed to draw a card off it the other day. Because we only have 4 spells, so a 2-2 for 2 though is a fine rate to trade into something. We do have a spell, so maybe we'll get lucky. We might get lucky with this Telvanni Arcanist here. The first deck I really got into in this game was actually the Action Mage deck. Played it a couple months ago to rank 1 Legend in June, and I had a lot of fun doing it. It's really flexible, right? I mean, like you could call it Math Wizard or something like that. The potential, I think, is there for a good Action Mage player to beat anything, because the toolbox that they're given is really flexible. So what do we do here? Do we want to set ourselves up to get blown out over there, or do we just let that die and figure out how to answer it later? I like doing this. Feels like it's his least likely to punish us. He could have a weapon, which would be disastrous, but if he swings into this and it stays, at 2 toughness, we can throw down the Arcanist and firebolt it next turn. Which is what we're going to do. We did lose our guy, but on the flip side of that, he also did not advance his board at all. Obviously should have attacked first. That was a huge mistake. So remember, attack before you break runes, except in specific situations. I'm guessing that's Lightning Bolt. He has deemed my 2 creatures not worth Lightning Bolting. Because if it had been a Harpy, he would have played it. If it had been the 4/1 creature, he would have played it. There's a Ward Crafter. Okay. Lesser Ward. Alright. Oh no, we're doing it. We're about to get value off our Shimmerine Peddler again. So let's, what are we doing here? Let's shackle this. Board this. Firebolt this. And go face. I mean, this is not a winning strategy we're employing right now. I think it's maybe it's a best of a bad situation type of strategy, if anything. Let's not forget that he had that prophecy card he didn't play. I mean, I guess he would be cast out, but I don't know why for tempo he wouldn't just return one of these guys to our hand. Next little sword's a little late. Dun, 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 dun. Bone Bow. We're gonna silence our guy. It's a high impact silence. Telvanni Arcanist. You know, I kid around, but I mean, like, we are getting nowhere right now. What can you do, right? That now I imagine is what he will lightning bolt. I don't see a lot of reason to put that over there, so over there it goes. I mean, I assume he's trading in here uh, his Arcanist into my Peddler, lightning bolting this thing, and we're left with a 2/2 Priest of the Moons on the board. A Hex Mage in hand and a deck with 2 spells left, I think. Maybe 3. You know, maybe it was cast out. Ooh, what's the top card of my deck? That's great. This actually potentially sets us up for... Oh, no, wait, because he's going to kill this. I was going to say that sets us up for giving 2 procs on the Morthal Executioner next turn, but it does not. Because this poor little cat guy is going to get killed by the Nereid? Nereid. I don't know. She's not wearing a lot of clothes, whatever she is. I hope everybody caught Louis Scott Vargas's stream today. I thought that was great. I love seeing this game get any attention it can. You know, I mean, this is my favorite game right now. So, oh, that was nice. That was a nice pickup right there. You can make the argument that we actually want the Battle Rage Orc to go face because we want some runes broken because our hand right now is complete garbage. And I think that argument would be right, especially since the likelihood of him putting an equipment on the Rehab Battle Mage this turn, clogging up this lane and giving us nothing productive to do next turn is pretty high. Although on the flip side of that, I don't know. I mean, it might be a good idea for him just to attack face anyway. Okay. I mean, he knows because we're playing blue-yellow, we don't have a great way to punish him for having 2 1-toughness creatures in a lane. That I'm a little surprised with. I don't know why you would draw me a card. So I'm only dropping 1 threat this turn. I kind of like taking the Schemer face, the Executioner in there, and then Vindicatoring down. No, the Bristleback Boar makes more sense. It could be argued, actually, this is the safest play, right? In case that doesn't work, or he gets a Harpy or something like that to muck that up. Now, we need to keep in mind, too, we can get punished for having 2 1-toughness creatures over here via Firestorm, and which we don't have, which is why we can't punish him, or the red spell Fireball. But, again, there's not a lot we can do. I mean, we have lethal on board, right? So. Just a heads up, I think Fate Weaver is a pretty bad card. I would not, excuse me, not recommend running that in any circumstances. Obviously, the potential to get lucky is there, but getting lucky is not a strategy. Yeah, we're all in, so. Swing with this first because this can't be lightning bolted. It can be harpied, though. So, we need to shriek down the harpy. Or, I'm sorry, Skywatch Vindicator down the shrieking harpy. He will trade his Fate Weaver into our elusive Schemer. Once again, we have lethal on board. Yeah. So I believe that swinging with the Schemer was the right move anyway. Regardless of how it ended up playing out. He might just have lethal. I mean, he's got 12. Okay. Okay. So, well, that makes this easier. We can Crushing Blow him for 3, put him to 6, and then swing with a 7 power boar, which means we can't get hit with a prophecy. There we go. So a couple of misplays there, but overall went our direction. We're just going to immediately queue up for the next one so we can get this arena run finished. I try to do a couple arena runs a week. I was doing a couple a day right after the reset when open beta launched, but at this point I've slowed down a little bit on the versus arena. I still enjoy versus arena quite a bit. When I was playing Hearthstone, excuse me, I played way more arena than I did ladder. But because I feel like, I guess this is a testament to the quality of the game that this is. I felt that the only way I could really enjoy myself in Hearthstone was if there were I was playing against different decks all the time. And right now in this game, I feel like I'm having that experience every time I hop in the ladder. I'm playing all sorts of new and interesting, brews. Um, so I'm really not as motivated as I was in Hearthstone to play Arena in Elder Scrolls Legends because that the thrill of playing cards that I wouldn't see around very much is something I have every time I play Constructed. Okay, we got Zenit, the General, playing Scout, my favorite colors, so even if we lose, it's a moral victory. Once again, Shimmering Peddler. We'll see how many more times we can, for no good reason, get value out of this guy. I certainly was not planning on ever triggering it. I believe when I picked it up, it was because it was a 2/2 for 2. Okay. Well, Priest of the Moons, do your thing. Prepare to die. Moi? I don't even know what to say to that. Our opponent's having a bit of a meltdown. So, top decking Crushing Blow, obviously, would be great. So we can answer that thing. As it stands, I mean, we have to assume he has a 3 or 4, 1, 2, 3, or 4 drop, right? That he can drop next turn. Slam into our Arcanist and get value on that. So, until we have a more convenient answer, even though I like getting this thing killed, because it usually sets up a 2 for 1, we're dropping the Telvanni Arcanist over here. Okay. Well, this is already looking quite poor for us. Now we are just going to do the opposite because we need to do something about all this. So we have to assume, right, that he'll throw his Hunting Spirit into our Arcanist. Ooh, rewarded, rewarded, rewarded. That's why you make your trades before you go face. We're still in a almost untenable situation. Um, Victory, it looks very unlikely, right? That obviously didn't help at all. So what do we got here? Calm. I will not, sir. I mean, we don't even want to break his rune, right? So we drop 2 threats this way. We're not going to be casting more than 1 spell on a turn, so let's just kill this thing. Hope for the best, you know. Next turn, the Tiger might give us some game, but it seems unlikely that we're going to be able to pull out of this one. He's very determined to just attack face. And if he throws down a big guard right now, which would I assume be the move that follows that up? I guess not. So what's the other alternative, right? He just has no late end, no late game. So this is great for us, right? We Tiger over here. Yeah. Okay. I'm still not thrilled about breaking his runes. He can't. Actually, we have to. So playing that first was a tremendous mistake. Right. I'm playing pretty loose right now. Um, I just noticed the screeching noise the harpy. I'm sorry. I guess it's a shrieking noise that the harpy makes when you attack with it. I'd never noticed that before. I don't usually play with headphones on either, so these are bringing me all sorts of fantastic revelations. So now his move is what? Put something in the shadow lane that he doesn't mind. Something large with lethal would be great. He doesn't mind getting the hunting spirit trigger on when I kill this thing. Next turn's kind of weak. We'll have Wamasu on 8 to hopefully mop up some of this board. But, I don't know. Okay. Okay. Well, what's our move here? This is about to become a 4-4, which is fine. Honestly, I'd kind of like to find a way to kill this, but we need to do this first. The Hunting Spirit triggering on the Stormhold Henchman is our best outcome here. We need to just, I think we need to get lucky, right? Okay. Yeah. So he's got a 7/7. So in Magical Fantasyland here, he just swings us into here. Or better yet, just doesn't attack past the turn. But I mean, what can we hope that he does that he might actually do is swing the Stormhold Henchman into the Tiger. I swing into the Henchman with the Arcanist. I get some kind of magical card advantage type spell. We're approaching the point where Nest of Vipers would be a pretty hilarious pull. That was the smart move on his part, so now we might Wamasu it down. But I mean, there has to be something else in his hand, right? In these colors especially, we have to assume that because honestly, even a Swamp Leviathan, the 7-cost 8/8, that's that's really bad for us. We managed to draft a deck in these colors without Nahagleaf. Okay. 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 we don't have an answer, right? We're gonna suicide this guy. Um. Oh, this is awful. So we can do 6 to that thing. I am so tempted to go face here, right? Because we're not. I don't know how we get through this. This is the exact sort of situation actually that I run this card for in Constructed because I know how strong it is against Mage. And as we're running a garbage tier Mage deck, you've got guards for days, huh? What does this let us do? Do we want to just take 7? I mean, kinda. Actually, you know what? We have to kill us. So let's make sure. Let's recap here. We have no answer to that, right? Oh my god, I forgot about Marak, but we're not gonna live that long. Oh, this is a tragedy. Okay. Is there a way that we survive 2 turns? We would need to top deck a guard, right? Okay. This involves this here. And this. Okay. So, I mean, I want to steal Nahagleaf. We have an empty lane here where we can't do anything. Uh, you know. Alright. Oh, congratulations on your successful drafting of a deck full of bombs. What can you do? We don't have anything here, right? Alright, good game. I guess all that BM emoting at the beginning was backed up. Congratulations, isn't it? Good game. Yep. Okay, let's hop into another game here. 5-2. Not looking great, right? Not looking great. Can the challenger come back? He thought he might be able to that game, right? But it would appear that my optimism was misplaced. So, we're going to take a look at the deck real quick. Do we have a... Well, we don't have a piercing javelin. Alright. That is a bummer. We have... I think what looks like a respectable deck, but maybe it's just a 5-win deck, which is okay. And sometimes you just get unlucky, There's nothing you can do sometimes about Nahag leave against your mage draft deck, right? And that's okay. I don't know if everybody saw the new meta snapshot is out. Team Prophecy put that together after doing a bunch of internal testing and a bunch of speaking with other members of the community, the Elder Scrolls Legends community, as well as just um, keeping notes and tracking what we were facing on the ladder. That's worth checking out. That can be found at legends-decks.com. Okay, so we're playing it against Spell Sword. Gonna ditch the Skywatch Vindicator. So in draft, right, these Spell Sword decks usually look like some kind of janky hybrid between the control and token versions of the ladder decks. I'm not a huge fan of this color combination in draft, but you can definitely have success with it. I mean, there are a lot of powerful cards in these colors. I just find that it's difficult to get the synergy to um, work them well together, and consistently. I guess is what I'm looking for. My cup here is covered in owls. I like owls. My girlfriend really likes owls. I really like my girlfriend. Hence the owl cup. Alright. Man with an Argonian avatar, though, is a player after my own heart. Two undercosted fatties, one after the other, is great for my opponent. I'll have to swing both of them in, so I'm not going to... I'm also not breaking that rune. But, ideally, he swings both these in, and then I clean up, right? The sphere into there, and the sapper into there. More likely, however, is a guard creature of his own. Or a healing hands. Ugh. If I lose to a deck playing healing hands, well, I'm going to be quite sad. So we're going to see what happens next here. Not breaking the rune again. No point in giving him more cards. He's about to draw a card. Okay, got some noise outside going on. Sorry about that, everybody. Try to keep that to a minimum. I try to keep it positive, but I want to reiterate that if you draft Healing Hands in Arena, I'm not saying you deserve to lose, but I am saying that you are probably missing out on a card that is better by virtue of having text that is not the text that is on the card Healing Hands. Oh, it looks like my cat was getting involved in the skirmish with another cat that lives here. My cat Celine is the orange and friendly kitten type creature, but there are cats that aren't mine specifically that are less well behaved. Not gonna name names, but they exist. So we're in a pretty bad position right here. All he needs to do is kill this thing, of which there are as many ways in these colors as there are stars in the sky. This guy went for a strong value card draft, which I can very much respect, right? Um, hmm. What do I like doing? I think I just... I think I do this, sort of expecting to make some trades, you know, this into that, this mopping up that. Oh, we're out of coffee. I get kind of distracted when I'm talking about this game and then thinking about my cat, and so I go back to the coffee. I don't understand what is happening in this game. Preserver of the Root. You know, he has all these great cards, but he's just breaking my heart with the ones that both aren't great and some of the decisions he's making. Hopefully he goes to face for 6 here. You know, I need to find an answer for this, so I feel like the best way to do that is to draw 2 cards. He did not indulge us. He's got Golden Saint too. Very nice. So we do have an answer to that. Hopefully we draw another answer. Blackmail. Well, he's got a deck full of great cards, right? So how bad can this be? You know, I mean, it's not a bad card. I have one in hand. Alright. You know, he's got 2 cards in hand. We've got 3. We could still win this game. Manticore, too. Okay. Cool. I mean, so now we need to, what, draw Marak? Please? We're on 11 Magica. This is the time. We got 14 cards. Marak. Marak. This could become a Marak. Oh, Crown Quartermaster. Almost Marak, right? So he's going to hit us for 10. You know, in theory, we have the cards in hand to contest what he's doing, but let's keep it 100 here. That doesn't look very likely. I have to assume that next turn he'll play the Iron Atronach. That would be my guess, right? It would follow with what has already happened. So that's a great draw. I really need to not complain. But still, Black Marsh Warden. What is this? What is happening? Crown Quartermaster, why? Why am I being punished for running such crappy cards? Alright, so we're getting hit for 6 next turn. Yeah. Not going to face, obviously. And he's going to have this guy in the shadow lane. We might actually not be able to win anymore, right? Marak, I think, requires an empty spot in his lane to steal something. So we need to top deck Marak to steal the token that this creates. Yeah. Just go face. Thank you. Alright. Fuck you, Marak. So we can go to 2, right? Alright, buddy. Do we just start going face? I mean, we have to, right? We absolutely have to. Yeah, fuck it. We're about to proc the card that creates 2/2/2s with guard, right? I want to. I want him to play more incredible cards, right? Like I need a spectacular way to die. I mean, actually, anything in the Shadow Lane kills me, right? Because I have no answers. Yeah, just attack me. Onyx Spirit will do it. Okay, we have one more out. We need a 3 Magicka spell that answers what's on the board. What do we got? Plead a Kinnereth? That's bullshit. Alright, good game, buddy. You know, we didn't do poorly, but we didn't do well. We'll let this guy get the killing blow because he deserves it. Maricon just came online. It's one of the developers of the game. Apology accepted, dickhead. I'm just kidding. This guy's got a great deck, and he's made some interesting moves. He has any healing hands, which there is no excuse for, but he wins handily. So, you know, it is what it is. All right. Well, that's an arena run for you there, guys. I hope you all enjoyed that. I completed a quest. We will take a look at my rewards for my 5 wins, my 5 heartbreaking wins. Yeah, and if you have any questions about plays I made, I'm sure I made some mistakes. Just shoot me a comment in the question in the comment section, and I will respond. I've tried to respond to everybody who's posted something. And let me know if you want to see more arena. You know, I don't personally watch people draft, so I don't know if other people want to watch it necessarily. And let's see what's in these rewards. What are we looking for? Something that, if I'm like a Manticore, would be a pretty hysterical one, right? I love this card. And some good cards. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Good night.